Siemanko, witam.
Uwolnij swój potencjał. Soda.
To co, zaczynamy kolejne DLC. Aha, bo to w nocy, dobra. Jeszcze nie to, który tu. O.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions. First geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
I thought I heard the pacification field kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. Oh, couldn't...
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. You always do this. You always demean me in front of...
Enough! Either of you do it again, Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. Did it just say something? Anyone catch that? Boros, you work with animals. Translate. It's a lobotomite. Here, in the dome. Oh, as if this situation couldn't get any worse. Now we've got...
Dr. Klein, if my hypothesis is correct, this lobotomite is the... If so, it's proof that them... Just look at it. The way it blinks.
I know what it is, Dollar. I want to know why. And are those penises I see?
I believe those are toes, Dr. Klein. Little teddy bear toes. Penises are much...
I don't recall the human penis ever being that large.
It depends on one's own frame of reference, Dr. O. Look at its little nose.
Noses? Why, the great static. Now it's holding up an array of fully erect hand penises. Dr. Klein, wait. I don't believe those gestures. It's been following our conversation.
I agree with Boros's histrionic findings. This little lobotomite...
Nonsense. Lobotomites.
8, have you been in the mentats again? If we slow down our oral
All of you, power down, shut up, and let me... Lobotomite. Those were words, weren't they? In the form of... Our efforts have turned against us.
Perhaps as we were ruthlessly lobotomizing it with our cutters.
Wait, if what you're theorizing...
Then this may be just... Dr. Klein! If
it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big... It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting... Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across... Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain Research Center... That's...
Mobius.
Przekuje.
Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flaw.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has...
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked mon...
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think...
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intact.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. If we ask it politely and leave the part about the unnecessary...
To mi i tak niepotrzebne.
We removed your brain. Yes. So soft, barely wrinkled. Brain extraction technology has been...
Once the brain was out, then came the call.
Yeah, 8, no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you.
The Tesla coil.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere...
Circumventing the pacification field. This reminds me of my days in a... Darla, was it necessary this...
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and... Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerve. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well.
First was the heart. Oh wait, I mean, second was the heart.
Spine. Totally. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature.
That autodoc junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense.
If so, it was flushed all by the Fisher of Rolando. Enough of lobotomite. Listen to my voice. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your... We want you to stop him. Somehow. Yes. It is our only chance. A desperate... Maybe. Just maybe. If we reclaim the... The plan is very complicated. We are still no.
You are equipped to retreat.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands.
Enough! We need... Excellent. This is turning out much better.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? They, well, move sometimes.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. So do not give in to your biological, tired, lazy... And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply... Nonsense. This place is no more dangerous than a nuclear detonation site. Our technology's no more lethal than an over... The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna. The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit.
And 8's sonic sound wave emitter projectile gun. 8...
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be... If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from... Our intentions exactly. Important. Do not get curious, or you will...
We feared you would be tempted to explore Big Mountain Crater and examine them. The many such optional explorations are discouraged. Work...
So many sciences and developments. Fast...
Right you are, 8. In our test results, we'll make a note about how quickly...
After all, there will be plenty of time afterward.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter.
The radar fence that surrounds the big mountain.
The mighty radar fence protects us.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head...
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve... But the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such tiny inconvenience... You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be...
Oh, Dr.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore...
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together, you
You're always yelling! My receptors can't take it anymore! And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your... It is truly the end of all. So, if we have the sound wave, so...
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed...
And it is lost in X8, just as X8...
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school...
Give the lobotom...
Oh,
What?
I think he's...
You give it to the lobotom...
Oh,
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Ooh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all rub coat.
Yes, I believe Watts
They certainly did. Battery.
I think Watts manufactured holodisks. Or was it You have some... And no, I don't want to handle your battery.
What did it say? Spittle.
Oh,
A gun? Are you mad? We...
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a leaf. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of...
If we're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the loboto...
Are you mad? We can't... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the...
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable. Fine. Borrow...
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're...
careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon.
Force fields prevent us from moving.
They are...
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in...
That only happened once. And I know
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
plenty of rewinding already going on in your filmography tapes.
Yes. Maybe. Well...
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did.
It is lost. All questions lead...
Fine, so... Yes. Get these things for us. Well, good.
Wait, is it leaving? But I volunteer my chambers, so it might be...
No! That would put it too close to us.
We could give it Mobius's old room. This is where its brain got scooped out. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart.
I suppose. We'll have to move that...
8 says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central... That stuffy Mobius program Butler...
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and take...
Your logic combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite. Take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make... Then make whatever crude biologic demands. I cannot dispute your logic.
What, like stuff?
Yes.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset stuff. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius...
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wife...
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that's stupid.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its...
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably...
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if...
How do you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein?
Are there other chips?
Are you echoing what he said, or...
He's asking, yes. Dr. Klein, there are...
It is not an argument if one is... I remember now. Yes, lobotomite. There are other chips. But you should stay out of those. No exploring and discovering things. Yes, you may need to wiggle it in. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are...
If you're done, can we move again? My...
Of course! Go man your science stations!
Salutations and felicitations, sir, and a most just... I am your electronic valet and household... Regrettably not, sir. All modules in this habitat... Indeed, sir. Though if sir's aim is to activate them, I lament to inform... If sir were to ask my opinion, I... However, if sir is determined to inflict upon sir's self their dubious... The other modules are rather... erratic, sir. Tragically, the core operating systems are also once the tape is installed, sir may request I switch their However, sir will still be required to locate... As I am given to understand, sir, this facility... He crafted the personality modules as part of... As to the reason for the unusual choices of device... In addition to managing the personality matrices of the other household, any goods sir might require may be purchased through my shopkeep interface. Whence... Might I be of service?
Momencik, muszę na chwilkę wejść z gry i zobaczyć.
Sir is looking at...
I can hear your penis kids' feet dropping around.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet? We need them, as I have indicated. Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you. I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at... I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were. Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, all. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition. Now he sends his intelligence. Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is with. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend. It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are... The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. Should have done it with the last batch, and the... We had to take precautions after the last visitors. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain. Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than... Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. This is the think tank. The nerve... Here we test and test and test. Yes, because the intellectually... While you are here, you will refer to this place... That glowing red scar? That laser? From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his... Ask Boros. I believe he knows... Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean... Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla... Dala knows more. She supervised your spine. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than... Yes, in all probable likelihoods. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. Actually, I don't know. Yes, always leaves back doors. The auto dock is now erased of his routines. It was... Well, and your brain, of... It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Mobius's legacy code was in the old auto dock. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing... Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions within... It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in... I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear, since we are a... Yes, a most goodbye.
Stop hovering. I mean... Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose unknown, undefinable. Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got... Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Rob Kotek? How dare you bring Rob Kotek in here? What are you showing off?
Ooh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses...
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its... Fine. Ask. I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of little Yang... This human. I can't believe it. He broke... Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subject. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some... When he hacked into the mainframe, 8 tried to stop him and got fried. Me? If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out 2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he... Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, then let him leave the think tank. Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out. Yeah, I do. It wasn't always, oh. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic. Great, psychology. Okay, so my name isn't O, never was. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Yes, thank you. 0. I am... Zero's my name. I'm proud of it. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to... It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor... What? I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Oh, who am I deceiving? Exactly. At least the old name. Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. I make a zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slap. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog. You know, hearing my name said like that. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at that. It's a discovery. You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. If you could just hold on to that for me. That genius Mobius somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robots. Try to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion. Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a... Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. But don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium. I'd have a few left. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it. I have a gift with machines. I can render it. Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine... Until our next scheduled audio transmission.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis fleshed with... Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards... Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's malval cap. What? Nonsense. What? What are you doing? Stop it. Why? What? Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing. Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Ooh, purple, ooh, bloop, 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 purple, ba, bloop, ba, bloop, ba, bloop. Whew, last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must... Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer field. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. Why, we create not only scientific marvel, everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have it. Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. You are the second one I've met in recent time.
Ulises.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met... He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most... I do not know, nor should we try to access it. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for... With you, however, something is definitely wrong. I am relieved the pacification field is working. That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan... It really could be anywhere. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow... It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the... Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisect. No, the only way to circumvent the field... Perhaps you are stuck. Dr. Mobius, a monstrous brain creased with exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, and it'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the... When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world. This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sun. You'll see, no matter what your questions. Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several of... It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt... Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't... The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers. Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. And you Looping, yes. It is a scientific... We haven't researched this, as my colleagues... It is why so many are littered around... It varies, according to the number and density. In 43% of observed cases, true lobotomites left... I have tried to observe more cases.
lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened... Yes, animal. Hormones, pores, glands, all wrapped up in skin. Scalpels shall tell us your secrets, even if we must cut deep for such knowledge. I was head of my biology class at American High. Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors. Indeed. Docile, curious, safe. No, such creatures are found only here. I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical... Perhaps a demonstration of my cat... Impregnate you? What? The mere notion makes the edges of my biome... Nonsense! That is what you speak. I was at the top of my high school class in America. We would know if our research was flawed. It is not. In 2000... Let's see, carry the 3... There were the tarantula debates, and something about hawk. What? What you ask is of no importance. Mobius. The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone. He must be stopped. The radar fence protects us all. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist. It makes perfect sense. Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and... Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy. No! Beyond is... No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their eyes... Enough! Stop filling my... You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a... Bother the other doctors with your crack... There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, science is powerful, and in the... It is our home. All we wish to do is continue. But no, Mobius will not let us... It was not our first choice of testing ground. Then we lost the mountain. After... Yes, in the past, individuals would come to us. We could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tech was much better at it. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Though, whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending... Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bold. Submit your question. Until next...
Dobra, 5 ich tu jest, nie? Tak.
Did you retrieve the technology? Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't... Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left... Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in...
No dobra.
different, awake, alive for the first time ever. What is this strange new world around me? What does it hold? Such as myself? No! I feel different, awake, alive for the first time ever. What is this new world around me? What does it hold in store for a dreamer such as myself? No!
Here we go again! Oh, yeah! Let's all beat up on the robot! Ah!
Dobra, ty tu na mnie poczekaj.
Attention, students. This is the pre-recorded voice of your pre-recorded principal, Dr. Principal Boros. You may know me as the head chief first researcher of Labs Z9 and Z14. There I work to preserve rattlesnake DNA and put it right where it belongs, in the husk of another feared principal. Oh, and the tarantula. Can't splice it up, I always say. Especially if you can make a magnificent cazador. Enough about me. It has come to my attention that many of you seemingly innocent children have been subverted by red propaganda. This is a most serious matter, requiring the most serious of detentions. Can you spell detention? I'll tell you how I spell it. Death tension. Commie pinko traitors? Oh! Now I will send vicious cybernetic cyborg dogs through the corridors to weed all you traitors out. They will sniff out which among you have chosen the commie path. Especially you, Betsy Bright, who turned me down to the high school dance so you could smoke with Richie Marcus. All monitors will also be vigilant. Step out, and they'll make sure you make a speedy jump back to your desk. Hold your urine and wait for the proper bathroom break time.
in the library. Quiet here and fill the machine. Down at the end of the hall is ball storage. Who like Richie Marcus. Did you hear me, Benson? Richie likes
Residential test. This is really Boros, by the way. Hello again. None of us thought you would get this far.
Please step into the open and identify. Commencing attack on hostile target. Commencing attack on hostile target.
Gabe, you're about to have your favorite treat. Please. Gabe would bark and snarl and bite whenever anyone came to visit. That's why I replaced his legs with spare parts and fed him a steady diet of psycho-laced dog chow.
Now, let the intruder have the sonic emitter schematics. Once you're all right, let the intruder dig it up wherever you bury it. No! His cyber-dog atomic core! It's active! That means an exceedingly imprecise countdown to critical failure in... 10? Boros? Why the hell did you install an atomic core? It'll blow when we reach 1, right?
9. All will be fine.
7. Yes, 7. 6. Halfway to destruction, measured in clicks.
5 by 5. Some of them coming in line.
4, as in forbidden. Do you hear me, think tank? It is I, Mobius, hacking your frequinosity.
Mobius? 3. As in we. As in we are in trouble. That didn't rhyme.
2, as in too late.
1, as in Mobius has won. 1. I hope it's glowing up right now in your faces. So, you recovered the sonic emitter.
Try this one, I'll make more! Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Destroy this one, I'll make more!
Eureka! Oh, hit my Robo-Scorpion, will you? Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Stop that! You'll damage the hull! Eureka! Ow! Robo-Scorpion! You won't escape me! This one, I'll make more! Robo-Scorpion, attack! Robo-Scorpion, attack! Destroy this one.
Zabiło Roxy? To ona może tu zginąć? Ciekawe.
Principal, Dr. Principal Boros.
This area clear. Hostile target identified. Your cooperation is requested. Do not flee. Justice will be administered swiftly and fairly.
Today, the cafeteria will be serving nothing. Because I build one. No cafeteria, no bathrooms, no swirlies, no chocolate pudding left in the chairs for 3 months. What are you going to do now, Richie Marcus? School is a sacred trust. Even though I am a long-ago graduate of this hated facility. Now I see its worth, and see it was corrupted by fraternities and girls. Yuck.
Engage. Changing hostile target.
Dobra, tutaj tyle. Chyba, że ona ginie. Że nie jest nieśmiertelnym petem, tak jak pozostałe. Zawsze można tu wrócić i ją zrobić znowu.
Mighty robo scorpions crawl in search of intelligence. Then sting said intelligence. Yes, sting it.
Jacy wrogowie znowu są w pobliżu.
Might I be of service?
Nic tu więcej nie ma? Tu nie było jakiegoś modułu? No jest on tutaj. Dobrze, ja będę kończył na dzisiaj. Uciekam. Dobranoc i do jutra. Trzymajcie się, papa.